Well, we're
And
making
we're
eyes at
derailed.
each other here on Vaguely Inconsistent. I don't even count the episodes anymore. So, 7, I think.
We got too many to count,
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Here with my two musketeers, Lou and Duke.
Yo.
What up?
Let's see. What did we do this weekend? We went to go see that play, Funny Girl. I liked it.
Uh-oh. You sound like you're questioning if you liked it, though.
I liked it. My older one
Okay.
didn't like it. She's like, there's no conflict. I'm like, not everything has, like, blood and guts and fights, homegirl. She's like some ugly girl that wanted to be on Broadway. So she had to be funny to make it on Broadway.
That was Barbara Streisand was in the movie, right?
I don't
That
know.
was. I think that was one of.
Do I look cultured to you?
So.
All right, I'll look it up while you're talking about it.
I think so, though. But
I thought it
might
was
have
good.
won
I like
Oscars.
it, but I just like Broadway in general. Just those people getting up there, doing their thing in front of people and practicing. I love it.
okay,
I
so
admire them.
So now, now that you brought that up, I have a question for you because you like that. So stage theater in general, I would say you like. Then, do you prefer a regular story play or a musical? Because I've done the Cedar City or a Shakespeare festival, and
Right.
I did it. So I started back in 2002 going to that thing and did it for like almost 10 years straight, and sometimes in the fall even. And they did the Shakespeare plays, they had the replica O Theater, all that stuff. But they always had a musical or two. And when our group went, it was a work group, and we watched 4 plays. One of them was always a musical. And I learned, even before then, though, that I think I like the musicals more than just the regular plays. I was wondering if you thought the same thing, or what's your view on that?
I do like the musical. I like the performance of it. Learning the songs and singing while you're doing all that dancing and stuff. It's super cool. But we also watched To Kill a Mockingbird. Ain't nobody making songs about To Kill a Mockingbird.
No.
But that was good. I mean, it's To Kill a Mockingbird. It's an awesome story. So I don't mind. Either way, just live theater is totally my jam.
Okay. All right.
Real quick, Funny Girl came out in 1969 and it won an Oscar for Barbara Streisand for Best Actress in a Leading Role.
Who doesn't count that year because it's an odd number?
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah.
I'm
not a multiple.
Wait,
of
how
5.
do you like Star Wars then? Star Wars must kill you then.
80. That's why Empire is the best. Hello, 80. We gonna skip 77 and 83. We go right to 80. It's like, all right, we're done. Stop right here. Hello, you see what I'm wearing, dog?
There you go. There you go. You're gonna have to get out your episode 1 here shirt in a couple.
Right. All I know is they can't do a 45th anniversary, even though it's a multiple of 5. It's still an odd number. I don't want that for my celebrations. Like people, 25th anniversary, which is coming up. It's like, oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
fine.
this will be okay. So we're doing every 2 years for celebration. So next year will be 42. It will come up. It'll be 44, right? Because if the next one will be. So I'm trying to think celebrations because that's usually where they get us. That's usually where they get us with the anniversary BS. So I'm like, okay, so next year will be 42. Next year will be 42 for Empire, right? Well, no, it'll be 40.
No, it'll be 45.
45.
Yeah, that's why I brought up the 45 because that's next. Yeah.
But then in 2 years after that, it'll be 40. Okay, so I'm just trying to think when it'll land on 50. But
or when it'll be another.
They'll do them 2 years in a row.
They'll
do them 2 years in a row if they have to.
Yeah.
So my question is, are they actually going to do 25 years on the day? So like May 19th this year would be exactly 25 years. I wonder if they're going to do that. Because you can celebrate all
interesting, right?
Yeah.
Well, I think what is it, the 3rd or 4th? Is when Phantom Menace is coming out, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just saying, but the anniversary is the 19th.
Yeah.
So,
all month is Star Wars month. All of May.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. I mean, there's so much.
Disney will stretch it out as long as they can. Started up
they
earlier.
Actually started today.
Yeah.
Disney Store had the May the 4th be with you drop today.
What?
Yeah. Dude, I bought the pin. They got the shirts and the cups up.
Oh, you're right. I got that email. You're right. I saw that. I didn't like any of it.
Me neither. I just bought the pin.
Yeah, that was like the only one that just for the sake.
Right.
The cup, I was not a fan of the cup.
To me, it's just
the hat with was it 3PO and R2?
Yeah, it's from like Droids or something. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like nah.
I always find it funny how hit and miss some of these logo stuff is. Like we'll see some of it and we'll be like, man, this is the shit. And then other times you'll look at it and you'll be like, this is shit. Like,
yep.
Who do like? Is it the same group design or is it like Call of Duty where every year it's a different group putting it out?
Right.
Like,
man,
I always appreciate, just real quick to circle back to the musicals. I always appreciate the fact that there's no mics with the musical part. And the fact that they can sing at a tone that fills the whole room without making it seem like they're yelling. Like,
yeah.
Because I mean, like, you could tell when you're watching a stage play if somebody's, like, yelling, right? Like, they're yelling to be heard, and then there's people who just have natural... But then, like, when I went and saw Wicked a few years ago, like, that shit was, like, moving, because you're, like, sitting there, and the girl, the Wicked Witch or the White Queen or whoever, the White... The White...
the Good Witch or the
Good Witch, yeah. Good Witch, Bad Witch, Wicked Witch. I'm going to sneeze, so give me 1 second.
Mute.
Right.
Sorry about that.
Good job. He did.
He did mute.
I did
you
out. It was moving when they were like, I didn't know any of the songs. I didn't really even know anything about Wicked before I went and saw it. Like, I knew it was about Wizard of Oz stuff, but then hearing the songs, like, you're just like, that's a fucking skill. Like, to be in like a 2,000 seat auditorium and not have any microphones or anything picking your shit up, and you got to sing to where the person in the back row can fucking hear you. Like,
that's where I was about to jump in. I thought they did have microphones like above the stage, and then
they might have little technology like that now, but they don't. It's not like they're walking around with microphones in their hand or button to them or whatever. Like, they might have like ones to like make sure that everybody hears the same sound, right? And I'm guessing every theater is probably going to be different too. There's going to be some that are going to be way more technologically advanced than others. But or even the outdoor ones, because they down up here in Oregon, they have a thing called Ashland's Shakespeare Festival, and they have a bunch of shit going on throughout the entire weekend. It's all open amphitheater, which I think is a lot harder to do microphones and stuff or that type of technology.
Yeah.
So,
all right. I know I've seen, I'm sure you guys have too. I've seen whether it be the play, I don't know if I've seen it for musicals so much, but where they have like the little mic taped to their cheek, they have the tape on their cheek. So I've seen that, but I didn't really think about that. Next time I go to a musical, I'll have to keep an eye out for that, because I just don't remember.
Right.
But I just thought I don't know why I thought it, but I thought it was just the stage. There's mics that drop down from the ceiling that are just there. So, so they can be picked up by the entire audience. But it could be just the acoustics, those theaters are designed on purpose,
right.
that way. So
yeah,
that's the other side of that. They just designed perfectly and they're doing their job. So right on.
Trying to see what our next one was. Oh, Come From Away. I don't know what that is.
What?
I think it's one of them we're about to see is about 9/11. So that might be cool.
Oh, damn. Come From Away. No, that's some doggy style porn theater you're going to go watch.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, wait. I just noticed there's Harley Bear in the back.
Yep, it's a bunny. Yeah, it's from Build-A-Bear. It's a bunny.
That is hilarious. I was all like, wait a minute. What's Jack's different bag of the week or different item of the week? And this one, I was like, hey, that's actually kind of cute. Oh, man. I know some people I can't let see that. You're going to force my...
They don't make her anymore. So.
Okay, we're good. Show it all you want.
Also, Jack, you're right. So Come From Away is a musical with book, music, and lyrics. It's based on the events in the Newfoundland town of Gander during the week following the September 11 attacks, when 38 planes carrying approximately 7,000 passengers were ordered to land unexpectedly at Gander International Airport.
Okay.
The characters in the musical are based on the actual Gander residents and stranded travelers they housed and fed.
What country is this?
Newfoundland.
Okay. And is it spelled Gander? Gander?
GAN. Like gander, like
G-A-N-D.
Take a gander.
Okay. Exactly.
Like a male goose.
Because I'm all like, Are you pronouncing that right? Because
Right.
that sounds like it should be some Lord of the Rings shit, and it's Gandor or something. Oh man. Oh wait, we got to hear about Duke. Duke, we got to hear about your. We didn't get to it last week. Your Vegas trip.
Yeah. So we normally record these on Thursday night, and
behind the scenes.
And yeah, so you're getting some BTS right now. But I was going to be in Jack's neck of the woods a couple weeks ago. I was going to be in Vegas. Now all of his stalkers know where he's at.
I think we knew that from the first episode, though.
Oh, that's
right,
true.
and
Yeah.
I'm actually stuck in the part where he said I was gonna be in Vegas, sounding like that didn't happen.
No, it did happen.
Okay. The way you said, I was like, well, I was gonna be in Vegas. I'm like, well, you tell me you didn't go? Okay, go ahead.
Well, at the time. So I was at the time so then we recorded it on a Wednesday, but nobody cares about this. The 3 people listening are like, who cares?
We have 4.
It's 4.
last
Get it right.
week.
Yeah, get it right. We have 4.
And we got a buddy in Belgium listening. What up, Jean-Claude?
or somebody listened twice. Either way.
I'm gonna use my VPN to just connect to different countries and listen to it. So I mean, there was a couple interesting stories, I guess, that came out of that. The first night we were all there. So Friday night we stayed downtown. So we stayed on Fremont, which is my preferred locale. We had a guy walk up to us, obviously a street person, with an empty
homeless or a street performer.
Homeless.
Okay.
Like
that's
I don't
a
know
good
if he was,
clarifying question.
It looked like he had showered recently, so I'm not sure if he was actually homeless or if he just kind of like wandered free. Like those people are always weird to me because it's like when you pull off the freeway and the person looks like they've showered and they're like, "Give me some money," and you're like, "But you just showered," and that's me talking about my white privilege right there. But this guy walks up to us, doesn't smell, looks like he showered, and is like, "Do you guys have a drink I can have?" A friend of the group always has a sneaker bottle, so he poured probably like 5 shots of vodka into it. He had
I know exactly who you're talking about.
It was like a 32 ounce the beer cups that you get, right? And so he basically, it was like 2/3 of the way full. The guy cheersed us, and then he wandered away. And then a little while later, I happened to like look over at one of the trash cans, and I see a guy, and he has one of the melted slushy drinks, and he's walking to the trash can, and the same guy runs from where, like, he just came out of the woodwork, runs over and puts his hand in front of the trash can so the guy can't throw the drink away. And he's like, "I want your drink." And the guy's like, "But you have a drink." And the drink was probably still 2/3 of the way full, and the guy goes, drinks it, says, "See, my cup's empty, give me yours." And we were like, what is happening right now? Like, he just straight like cock blocked him from dumping the guy. The guy's like, "I'm dumping the drink," and this guy's like, "No, you ain't." And the guy's like,
"We don't waste liquor here in Vegas, bro."
Right. Hydration matters. What the hell, man?
And so that was pretty good. It was a pretty good, that was an enjoyable story.
Wait, did you guys get a chance to meet up? You and Jack?
No.
My weekend was already planned that whole weekend.
Okay.
So
it was like the last minute kind of thing. It was like the week. Hey, I'm coming out.
I remember. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah.
I remember you guys were talking about if it could happen, great, but I don't even know the story. So listeners, I'm learning new too.
Yeah, I mean, we had touched base when I landed, and it was just kind of like, okay, like, I'll be downtown if you have time. You know, if something breaks early, like you get an hour or so, come on down and, we'll go grab some food or something like that. I did have access to a car, but just, the timing of everything just didn't. So it's all good. So then the normal kind of Vegas things happened, gambling. We went to the Atomic Museum, which was pretty cool. I wish I would have been more awake for it. I was kind of tired, but the Atomic Museum I think they did a really good job with it.
It is. It's very cool.
A lot of props, a lot of that type of thing. Did another cycle through the speakeasy because I had a small group of my friends who went to the Mob Museum. I'm like, "I'll meet you in the speakeasy," and I went to the speakeasy and was not near Not near where we were that one
Okay,
time. Oh,
I was about to ask, dog. I was going to say, how many bottles of moonshine did you get?
Did you get a bathtub?
No, they got the book. The book was
Nobody
the
ordered a
furthest thing.
bathtub. Oh,
Well, they didn't drink. We got a flight of the moonshines, which was
okay. All right, that's cool.
Oh my god, dude!
Yeah, I bet
the moonshines are something else, man. Let me.
Dude,
sorry,
I still have one bottle. I still have
Yeah?
one shooter bottle of the moonshine from when we went. One bottle
Nice.
left. I saved it.
Nice.
It's like I tried the other ones. So I was like, I got to see this guy. This guy's sentimental value. This won't sit up here with the rest of my bottles.
Right. has a place of honor.
Yeah.
So then the last day I was flying out. I flew out Monday afternoon, or Monday evening, and so I was just kind of bumming around in the hotel room. I'd stayed up until like 1:00 until they closed the table I was playing at, and then I'm like, I'm out of here. I'm going back to the room. But I went back and just kind of packed and got things ready, and then I went to bed. And like probably like 11, I'd been up and down, but nobody was texting. Everybody, half of the people were leaving on Monday morning. Like it was, or was it Sunday morning? Yeah, it was Sunday morning. Sorry. So Sunday morning, a bunch of the people that were in our group had left. There were only a few left. I woke up, nobody was around. I'm like, whatever. Went back to bed. All of a sudden at like noon, I'm hearing this like pounding on the door, and I'm like, then all of a sudden my phone buzzes, and it's one of the people who he drove in from California to hang out with us. I opened the door, and he's like, where's my key? And I'm like, it's right here on the nightstand where I gave you. He's like, can you open the door? And I'm like, yeah. So he comes stumbling in the room, and I think he was still pretty lit and or high, one or the other. And he's like, my leg's hurting. And I'm like, what? Why? So he's like, I got to get my pants off. And I'm like, okay. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, whatever, dude. We're in a hotel room. Like, what? Like, we're all dudes. Like, unless you're going commando, like, I don't care. Like, I've seen dudes' underwear before. I'm not like, So then he like flops on the other bed, and he's like, my leg is killing me. My leg's killing me. I'm like, what happened? He was like, I tried to come back from the hotel and tried to come back from the casino, and my Google Maps, like, or my Apple Maps, like, took me through this parking lot, and there was this fence in front of me, and so I decided to hop it, and my leg got caught, and I hung up there for like a half an hour, and I was just screaming for somebody to help me, and nobody came and helped me until finally he goes, a person with a dog walks by, and he's like, I'll call somebody to come and help you, and he's like, why don't you just come and help me?
That's a good point.
Because if you have again, no, I don't know what. Number one, I don't know how much of this is true, right? Because the guy at the point is still like blasted out of his mind, and so he's like, I hung there. I thought I was going to lose my leg, and I'm like, okay. So like finally, like people from Circa. So obviously he wasn't. We were staying in the California, and they ended up at the Golden Gate. I found all this out later. So he finally like calms down enough, and I'm like, do we need to take you to the hospital? Like what? And he's like, no, like we're fine. And I'm like, okay. I said, do you want some ice? Yes. So I went and got him a bag of ice, which he promptly put under the sheets, which we found about 8 hours later, which was pretty awesome. My friend with the drinking bottle laid down on his bed after the guy had left and was like, why is the bed wet? And I'm like, that motherfucker put the ice into the sheets in the blanket. Like, that bed is going to be stuck. They're going to walk in and be like, good Lord, what were they doing?
Yeah.
Was Lou in here? What's going on?
Fair question.
Nobody makes a bed soak that much unless their name is Lou.
Hell to the yeah.
So I end up. I'm like, okay, I'm showering and leaving. I can't be in here with you wailing, because he was just wailing. Oh, my leg hurts, and I'm like, what else do you want me to do, dude? So I leave and I go to the Mob Museum, and I meet up with the rest of the group that are here. I come back to the room, and my friend's there, and our mutual friend's there. And I asked him, I said, like, what happened? And he goes, well, you left at 1. The friend with the leg problem left at like 3, just disappeared because he ran out of money. But then they, like, at some point they were like, we should find him because he's not answering his texts. So they ended up finding him at the Golden Gate where he's still gambling. They ended up gambling until like 9 a.m. The guy says, I'm going back to the room. Literally, the Golden Gate is like 3 blocks, if that, from the California. So it's like, as far as like walking through Vegas, it's probably one of the shortest walks. Somehow he got lost, ended up in a parking lot, and it was. We asked him to show us before he left. We said, walk with us, show us where you walked. Like, what fence did you get stuck on? And he said it was one of those where it had like the posts where it was like the one shorter one and then the longer ones, like so. And he got his foot caught between like onto the shorter one. I was just like, what is happening right now, people? So then I saw him later. He's like, I showered. I'm like, do we need to go to the doctor or anything? He's like, no, my leg's fine. I'm like, you motherfucker. Like,
you were dying 2 hours ago.
Yeah, for real. Exactly. You wanted your leg to get cut off like 2 hours ago. What's happening?
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
And then my plane ended up being 2 hours late, so I didn't even get home until like 1 a.m.
Damn.
Or no, 2:30. I was originally
planes, bro.
So bad, so much bad luck.
Take a train.
I'm driving. That's why next time I go into Vegas, I'm driving. I'm like,
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, that was
that shit.
That was the Vegas trip. That was
Greyhound still a thing? I'm making shit up. I'm dating myself. But,
yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if people still take buses. Goddamn.
I can't think of anything else. We didn't make it to the pool, which was kind of a bummer. But I mean, we got to do other stuff.
Yeah, that's your jam. You love going to the pool in Vegas.
Yeah, I do love myself some stadium swim. # Circa.
Sponsor my soul glow.
Found out that Spandex Nation changed their name to Monroy, which we thought was kind of weird. But
okay.
I think they changed their drummer. Their drummer is now a black guy. So Spandex Nation used to be an 80s.
Oh, that's a band. Okay, I was like, it's a store. You buy? Why you buying spandex, man?
But
what the hell? It's comfy. It's comfy, but
we were trying to. No, they were one of the Fremont bands, right? So they basically they go on tour every once in a while, but basically they stayed on the Fremont stages. And we were like, they're not playing. What the hell's going on? So I was doing a little bit of research and found out that they had like changed their name to Monroy, which we thought was kind of weird. So we went and checked them out one of the nights. And I was like, they got a black drummer. That's why they changed their name. Because you can't have...
Black man ain't wearing spandex, bro.
Right, exactly. You can't be Spandex Nation, like a bunch of white guys, poison... and again, I'm not saying, like,
yeah, I hear you.
But it's cool because they were able to expand their library, so they're able to sing more older and newer songs as opposed to being locked into the same 20 songs every night, So it was still good. It was just different,
Spandex.
Right, Lou? Have you ever worn spandex?
Once. That's all it took. It was like
willingly.
No, actually. And that was the end of it. I mean,
the end of the spandex. You put it on. It snapped. I was
like,
I'm done.
Man, read between the zipper lines. Nope, we're good. I'll stick with jogging shorts and not the short basketball 80s short. No, the long go to top of the knee shorts. Yeah, we're gonna go that route. But for everybody else,
no Borat swimsuits for you.
Exactly. I was like, give me the banana hammock.
They're nice.
Banana hammocks for this is for everybody else's safety. I'm not wearing that. Did his job though, for the most part. Keep shit in place. I give him credit for that.
Right? Yeah.
But everybody knows what shit you got. Tell you that much.
Right? Everybody knows whether you're Jewish or not.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that motherfucker. Okay, you're a grower, you're a shower, and you're Asian. Okay. We might have to beat that out, but that's okay.
Nope.
I was like, hashtag no shame. I don't care. Leave it all in.
We don't have any listeners in Japan or China yet, so
China.
we're good.
We'll get some in Japan. We're going to start some shit.
Now we definitely won't.
Right?
No, we will next year.
We have now been blocked.
We're at Celebration doing this live from Star Wars Celebration Japan
with QR codes.
There you go.
We're gonna get them all. And hopefully, they don't come back and watch episode 7. We'll be all right, as long as they don't backtrack that far.
All of a sudden, it's like,
that's a year from now. That's like 60 episodos from now.
Yeah,
we're good.
52. There's a year. There's 52 weeks in a year. But that's okay. We don't have to be exact.
Ain't nobody going back that far.
We do have to be exact.
Yeah. As long as it's not 51 or
right.
As long as it's not 59 or 61, Lou is good with it.
I mean, 52 is good. It's an even number.
Well, I was thinking about that earlier when I was messing with the radio in the car. At least with Lou's issues, you have like 3 options. You can go 64, 65, or 66.
Yeah, right in the middle.
So, every so often, you got 3 options.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
You can find a happy medium there.
Or just tell me, hey, look, big ball of yarn. I'll look away and just change the dial so I don't see it. You're good.
Cows.
Freaky. No, cow. Nuh-uh. We don't do.
Cows out the window?
We don't do. Cows will kill you, just like a horse. We don't deal with the farm animals and shit. Nah.
I'm just talking about looking at them while you drive past them, bro. No,
they freaky. Cows are no. I'll eat a motherfucker. Hell yeah. But I went, dude. Here's a story for you. So they do stock show out here in Colorado. I'm sure they do a lot of places, but out here every year in January they do stock show. So
sounds like white people shit.
It is total white. You know what? I didn't do it, so it'll count. Yeah, we'll save the white people shit for the end. But if we were doing this podcast 10 years ago, 12 years ago, this would have been white people shit. I'm telling you that right now. Because first of all, I enjoyed the hell out of that rodeo. That was badass. I ain't trying to throw a kid on a sheep to mutton bust and ride around. That seems a little dangerous, but whatever. But those fuckers that are bare naked, they ain't bare naked, but they bareback laying down on a fucking horse, and that horse is going crazy. Dude, salute to you. Kudos for all that shit. The bull riders, my favorite was when the one guy either does the head and gets the little calf and then ties his feet around with the rope, or when the 2 guys, one gets the head, one gets the feet. That shit just seems technically this amazing that I was like, okay, I can respect. That is badass. But anyway, so I'm going to this rodeo, and then I'm killing time before. Lots of shit. You can buy stuff. People selling tractors and all stuff. You can buy the turkey leg like you're at a fair. But downstairs, I find out after walking through all this stuff. Downstairs, you can go and see the
sex
animals.
room with cows,
dude. No, I was gonna say wrong country, but because you know that happens, other countries. But so the horses and goats and there's cows down there, and I'm like, all right, and I never really been that close to them. So I'm walking through, and the people I'm with like, oh no, you can touch them, they're fine, they're okay, whatever. So they're all touching them, and everything's fine. I'm like, all right, doesn't seem too bad. I put my hand
until the last one. I put
my hand in there, and I try to pet this cow. It flicked its tail, and I lost my shit. I ran out of there. I was like, y'all, I'm out. All it did was flick his tail. I was like, nope, not having it. I was gone. It was like, and I was with a bunch of white people, so it was like, y'all enjoy. It's like, oh, we're gonna stay down here. You go ahead. I'm gonna go find me a turkey leg. And I just like, ever since then, I look at cows like, you're not flicking. See people. I know what's really going on. That tail's got sensors and shit. He's trying to taste me with his tail. Like animals do sometimes with their extensions and shit. He's trying to check me out. You ain't eating me. I eat you, son.
He thought you were a large fly, Lou.
Yeah, they flick flies with their tails, bruh.
No.
Yeah.
So, nope.
Yep.
I see them cows. I look at them. It's like, okay, you're on that side of the road, on that side of your little fence. Stay your ass there. I will see you at Texas Roadhouse.
It's fine.
Not before then.
We'll give you a pair of gloves. You'll be fine.
As long as it don't flick its tail, that's like the sign of I'm gonna eat you. Like horses kill people. I ain't. People's like, oh, horses are so nice. Horse kicks you once, you're dead. Horse following you, you're dead. I've seen enough movies where the horse just does one thing, and the horse. No, horses are murderers, man. They kill you. They ain't having that. You want to see me on a horse? I'll be in front of Vaughn, Safeway, Walmart. Put a quarter in. I will get my horse action going. That's how I'm doing it. Or hell, I'll go old school. Take my ass to the park. Big ass spring. and I get stuck there because I can't back up because I'm too big for that little spring horse. But either way, that's my action right there. Other than that, I want nothing to do with that horse. Nope. No horse, no cow.
Well,
Who hates
I
cows?
guess we have the title. We have the title of the episode right now.
Fuck them cows.
No horse, no cow, no cry.
No.
Woman,
that
woman,
that
no
shit
cry,
was 12
woman,
years
no
ago,
cry.
and I still 12 years ago, and I'm still like, nope. Hey, are you gonna go to stock show? I'm like, yeah. Are you gonna go check out the animals? Nope. Y'all go ahead. I'll hold all your shit. You can't take you can't take your food and drink down there. I'll hold it, all of it. I don't care. Whatever it takes for me not to join y'all.
Nah, Lou's gonna go back. He's like, I'm gonna bring a hamburger down there and eat in front of that bitch.
Dude,
Yeah.
payback's a bit. You want to flick your tail? Look at this, medium rare hamburger. You can see all the blood in that, Mr. Cow.
Cows are girls.
Mrs. Cow. Hey, wait, whoa, no, don't assume their gender. What's wrong with you? Can't do that. This is 2024.
It's true.
Son.
It's true.
We don't know what that cow identifies as.
You go get some milk from a bowl, Lou, please.
No.
He just has one udder.
I have had Rocky Mountain oysters. I'll tell you that much. I did try them when I first moved out here. They actually weren't bad, man. I mean, I was surprised. I was like, okay, I'm just going gotta try it once. And I was like,
you put like hot sauce on it or something.
Oh, hot sauce and ketchup. Yeah, it's like chitlins. Throw some hot sauce on it. But to me, it wasn't a taste for chitlins. It was a texture. It was like rubbery enough to eat an octopus. Eating chitlins was like, what the hell? And I did not know those things were spelled chitterlings. If you look them up, trying to find some chitlins, it is chitterlings, people. I learned that a long time ago playing Trivial Pursuit because I was with my black folk family and I was trying to pronounce that and reading the question and I said chitterlings and they all looked at me like, what? Ooh. This Negro
just
right
go.
Here.
Just go.
Right. It's like, man, go get your Simon little game and go play by yourself. Go play Simon because you ain't playing with us.
Explains so much. I feel like we're digging deep. We're digging deep this week.
Oh man, how do we even get on this damn topic with cows and shit?
Because I was distracting you from radio dial.
From the radio dial. That's right. All this comes back to radio dial. Just don't let me look at it. That's all. See, I'll teach you the tricks, man. Just like, damn, Dad, we need the TV on 17. It's the perfect sound. Okay. Hey, Lou, come here. I got this Vader thing you need to look at. Okay, put it on 17 when he's gone. See, problem solved. Oh man.
Okay. So what we got? Yeah. Movies, right?
Oh, that's right. We're talking about
movie trailers.
That was the topic.
And then before we get into the movie trailers, you guys saw the Tales of the Empire trailer today.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Star Wars animation is the best Star Wars ever. Better than Empire.
Unless it's Resistance.
Yeah, I said it. I said
what?
it.
Oh wow. Well, I'm like, man,
as a whole.
I mean,
are you including Young Jedi Adventures in that?
You know what? That's not that bad. Okay, Nubs is adorable.
And that's why he's on clearance on Hasbro Pulse right now.
Jack is right. My nub is adorable, so he ain't wrong.
Well, you did say you Rocky Mountain Oysters. You would find it adorable.
I would find it adorable. 7 years of Clone Wars, 4 years of Rebels, 3 years of Bad. Yeah, that is some good shit, though. Goddamn.
But I mean, there are hours upon hours. Empire's a 2-hour movie. I mean,
I think it's 2:12.
But yeah, with credits.
I think so. Not 100% sure about that. I'm gonna look it up later.
But the animation department has done amazing.
Yeah.
I agree. You shouldn't have to have 7 years of a cartoon to make episode 2 and 3 better, or to make the sequels better. But they do well at expanding all the lore. I think so.
100%. Yeah, that's some good entertainment. Good stories,
and it seems like the Tales of the Empire is going to do the same. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
It does with Morgan's story, with Barriss Offee's story, especially for those who
becomes an Inquisitor.
That.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and
no
which has
she's an Inquisitor.
Right?
Yeah.
So it made sense that when I saw that setup, I was like, okay, that sounds about right of what she should have become. So
yeah.
Fourth sister, I think I watched a video after they were talking about.
Yeah, they haven't named all of them.
Yeah, exactly. I'll say seven.
If you look up the Inquisitors, they don't all have names yet. So yeah, she fits in there somewhere.
I'm down with that, and the way the trailer's making that and how that's going to happen, I'm on board. Even if there ain't white people in the trailer, that's fine. Looking at you, Acolyte, that's fine. Or white men anyway.
And I think they put out a couple more
Vader's
pictures
white,
from.
Sir.
If we see him with the helmet off, I'll count it. I'll totally count it.
It looks like they put out a couple more.
Cosplaying as a black guy.
He might. You heard the voice. Man, he's got blackface going on right there, or black helmet. I don't know if that's allowed. Go ahead, dude.
I said it looks. I think they put out a couple more pictures from the Acolyte too of the assassin.
Yeah, they've been putting out stills. I think there's actually somebody with a lightsaber this time.
That's cool.
X-23, I think they showed with her lightsaber.
Yeah, again, like we talked about last week, I as long as they stick to what we saw in the trailer and don't try to give us the message, we'll be fine. We just write a good story and if somebody happens to be whatever alphabet you want to be in the show, let them. Who gives a shit? Just don't make that the story. That's all. As long as they do that, I can't see anybody complain. Well, that's not true. People can complain just for
they're going to complain regardless.
Let's be real,
yeah.
Just for the sake of complaining. But overall, everybody else just don't force anything down my throat, and we're good. So,
Pause.
Yep. Oh man! But it was like because it's a great segue into the first trailer, which is what, Civil War.
First trailer is actually Monkey Man, which actually came out last week. So
that trailer just came out last week.
The movie just came out. So it came out last Friday.
Oh, the movie's already out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, sorry, it comes out this weekend.
It comes out this week. Yeah.
That's okay. That's what I thought. I was like, I thought it was April 4th
this is
5th.
The guy from Slumdog Millionaire, and it's a.
The Patel.
It looks like it's a family revenge.
Okay,
movie.
I'm glad you said it because I couldn't tell what the hell was going on in that trailer.
I think.
They killed his family, and he's like, "Do you remember me?" And then he gets beat up, and then he goes learn how to fight. Then he comes back as Monkey Man, and he's like, "Now do you remember me?" And he beats him.
I got that out of it. Okay.
And he gets trained by the guy who was the Monkey Man from the raid, so he's going to be a fucking badass.
I mean, I guess I'm looking at this. I'm watching this trailer, and I'm thinking, how is Jason Statham not in this movie? But
who says he's not? Just saying.
That's fair.
So guys, quick thoughts on that one?
I'll watch it. I'll watch it on streaming.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it like Jackson. It looked cool. It looked good enough that I want to watch it, but I don't want to pay $14 to watch it.
Yeah.
And then I usually go to the movies with the girls, so I can't just be like, that looks nice and bloody and violent. And then my little ones come around dropping F-bombs everywhere.
Yeah, that might
trying to karate chop you in the nuts and shit. Like, I saw this.
She does that anyway. It's fine.
Oh, all right.
That's a Tuesday, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I liked it. It seems obviously it's a movie we've seen before, but they'll have their spin on it. Everybody has their spin on it, whatever that spin happens to be. I'm looking forward to seeing what that is, but it's not something I'm like, oh, I can't wait to see that in theater. And it's like, is that a Thursday night? Is that an opening weekend? Is that a matinee? Yeah. Is that a Tightwad Tuesday, or is that a streaming? And I could probably see myself Tightwad Tuesday. I could go to the theater and watch that movie and not have a problem with it. I just can't pay $14 to do it.
Yeah.
What do you think,
Jack?
I'd go watch it. I don't care about. I just I make it rain at the theater. I don't care. But again, just because of the way I watch movies, it's something. Do I want to get somebody to watch the little one to go watch an R-rated movie?
Yeah.
But no, I'll for sure catch it on streaming.
Would your other half watch it? Because you could always have other half watch little one. You can take the big one.
That I will probably do for when we get to it. Boy Kills World.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
I was watching all the trailers before. No, it's like
no, we got a couple to go.
Okay.
I was watching all the trailers before we recorded, and she was watching them with me. So
okay.
All right.
There are a couple. She's like, "Oh, I want to see that."
All right. The next one is Civil War, which is a future telling.
You're right. A future documentary.
Yeah, give it a year. Right. With November. The premise, the premise, I believe, follows a journalistic group of people. Kristen Dunst, and I'm guessing somebody she works with, and then I believe her daughter, all end up on this trying to get the full story of what's happening.
How is she old enough to play a mom?
Weird,
dude. Come on now.
Weird,
Interview with the Vampire was the '90s, man. That's 30 years ago. She was little.
Yeah. And she just hasn't. I mean, beyond being Mary Jane, she hasn't. I mean, she hasn't done that much stuff.
A whole lot, yeah.
So that's this true. One is this one's Texas and California have joined up and have seceded from the Union. Sounds like in the
makes more sense.
Sounds like in the trailer that Florida is also kind of doing their own thing. And Nick Offerman plays the president of the remaining United States. And it looks like there's a bunch of action, a bunch of not sure how it's going to lean politically. Because, I mean, you're already in the middle of this, so it'll be interesting to see. To me, it'll be interesting to see how they handle
Texas,
it.
and Florida, the weirdos of our country.
Yeah, so. I was just gonna say, how the hell when I saw this trailer, because I saw it a long time ago, but then and obviously refreshed today. How in the hell are California and Texas on the same side of anything?
Exactly. So it'll be interesting to me to see how they present the backstory of how we got to that point. So, thoughts?
I did not even hear about this movie till I watched that trailer a couple minutes ago.
Really?
Wow, okay.
Huh. Yeah.
Wow. I saw it a couple months ago. No. So now that you've seen it, what are your thoughts?
It looks cool. Again, like I said, I'd take the girls to movies. I don't know that I would go and watch this. My wife would probably like it though, so we could probably do a date night on it. Honestly,
there you go.
Date night
I'd have
movie.
to show her the trailer.
You didn't have that one on your list, Lou. You had Tightwad Tuesday, opening night Thursday, weekend, date night, right? Like,
yeah, but date night would happen on one of those. Other ones though. So.
But I'm talking about it's a different thing, right? If you're just going to the movies on Thursday, right? Like maybe you're going with your friends or whatever. But if you're going for date night, there's a.
Well, that is true. But and for me, Thursday means must watch because I'm watching it Thursday before the opening Friday.
Right.
The day, But for me, this one, I don't have enough information yet. Because again, one of the things that bothered the hell out of me is why are California and Texas on the same side? Because they never would be. And then Florida doing its own thing. That makes sense. But like Jack said, you take the 3 fuck-ups of the country, and that, again, makes sense if there's going to be drama, a Civil War type shit to be those 3. But it's like y'all know how much I hate the woke shit. Well, I also hate the extreme right shit too. So I need to know what's happening. I need more. I know it's a teaser trailer. So once the actual trailer comes out and I see exactly what's going on, I'll probably have a better idea. I'm interested, but I need more information.
Sure. And then this one we talked about after the podcast. Next one is going to be.
Wait. What about yours? What about yours? Yeah.
Oh no, I'm super psyched for it. I think it'll be. Right. I think I always love kind of the like slightly off multiverse type of thing where like they're in the same thing and they're going into 7-Eleven and they're doing all the stuff that we all know and take for granted, but then at the end of the trailer a rocket blows up the Lincoln Memorial and you're like, how did we get to this point? Like and I mean I honestly, from the trailers and the stuff that I've seen, it doesn't seem too far-fetched with where we're at today. Like politically,
that's part I agree with too. But that's why I want to know where they're going with it.
Yeah, it just seems that I hope to be honest with you, I hope they don't go with the like, oh, everybody came together and signed papers, and now we're one big country again.
Hell
right?
No.
Like I'm fine with if you're talking like, hey, this is an alternative history, right? This is an alternative take on, politics in America today and where we might go. I also hope that they stay focused on the United States, because that's all I care about right now during this movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about, you could maybe have a TV playing in the background and say Canada supports or Canada doesn't support. That's fine. But I don't need to have them like cut to Canada and have them, in a bunker somewhere having a conversation about the United States.
Buddy. Americans are at war, guy.
Don't you know? Oh yeah.
But
what's that about? What is that Civil War all about?
and that to me, like, TV shows like Fear the Walking Dead and stuff, that I super dug that, because the reactions of the people of the other countries and the other states and stuff like that, where you're making it more worldwide, sure. But if you're doing Civil War about the United States, I just want to be here. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So, but I'm excited about it. I think we're gonna go see Monkey Man next Thursday, and then I'm gonna put together a movie night for Friday for Civil War, because to me it's an opening weekend. So
what's the next?
Next is Abigail, which is kind of what got us started on talking about this. So, Abigail is about a group of kidnappers who are hired, or a group of people who are hired to kidnap a little girl of a rich family, right? A powerful family.
Mm-hmm.
And they're only supposed to hold on to her for a night. Things happen, and it turns out the little girl isn't exactly what they had expected, and stuff happens, and it looks fucking awesome. I hate horror movies.
I was like, you can say what it is. It's in the trailer. I mean, it's not like
vampire ballerina.
Yeah,
the little girl ends up being part of a family of vampires, and what it seems like this is her. This is their ritual for her feeding to keep her normal the rest of the time, is kind of the impression that I got.
Yeah, and she likes to play with her food, and they say that.
And all these people are kind of scummy people, so nobody's going to miss them. That's kind of the idea. The line is, "I feel sorry for your son," because one of the less shitty people in the trailer is having a conversation with Abigail, the little girl. And she asks her, do you have any kids? And the girl answers, yeah, I have a son. And she's like, oh, I feel sorry for him. And then it just fucking boom. Then they put it into fourth gear, and shit's blowing up, and we have you in a cage, and then the cage is getting blown off the hinges, and you're like, what is happening right now? But I normally don't like horror movies. 100% in on this one.
Yeah, me too. I don't have a lot to add to that. It's just I will be. That's probably opening weekend matinee for me. I'll probably go Saturday morning or Sunday morning and go watch that movie. That looks.
I won't see that shit at night.
Okay, there you go. The big,
is this the other one that she said?
Yeah, the big one wants to see it.
Yeah.
Well, her sister would love it. The little one would love it.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? Yes, she would.
Yeah.
and then on the way home, you'd have to buy a tutu and
a cage.
Yeah, and she'd just have vampire teeth in for the next year.
Exactly.
The next one, I'm guessing you guys probably hadn't heard of. I don't think it's gotten a whole ton of press, but to me it looked pretty cool. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh, I saw that in the theater as well.
Is a movie that is based around the first secret special forces group that was based on the true story, right? Of the first group of people that were brought together in the UK to go and attack the German U-boats, which at the time were causing all sorts of havoc for in Europe for the England supply lines from the United States and around the world. So Henry Cavill's in it.
So dreamy.
Why can't I not think of his name? From Inglourious Bastards is in it. Reacher's in it. There's a half a dozen people. The German spy from Inglourious Bastards. I can't think of his name. Was Shidlitz? Whatever. So I'm pretty excited about this movie. I think it looks really fun. It looks fun. I always enjoy Henry Cavill when he's in these kind of. He was the best part of Argyle, for example. But I always like when he kind of like
does the cat.
Like, what? What?
He said it. He said it was the cancer.
The cat in Argyle.
Okay, fine. Henry Cavill was the second best part of Argyle. And now it stopped after that. There's actually only two things that were really good about Argyle and everything else. And so, So
Henry Cavill should be in Cats.
There you go. So I'm excited about this movie.
He could not help that movie. He could not help Cats.
No one could help that movie. So,
I'm with you. I saw the trailer a couple of months ago. I can't remember what I saw, but I did see the trailer then. As soon as I saw that trailer, my first thought was, "Oh, I'm watching the hell out of this movie. That looks good."
Yeah, looks fun.
World War II Suicide Squad.
What's that?
World War II Suicide Squad.
There you go.
Yeah, basically, that's a good way to put it.
Dirty. It looks like it's in the vein of Dirty Dozen, those types of things. The next one Jack already kind of mentioned looks interesting. Boy Kills World is one of the Skarsgård brothers,
Bill,
who played
Pennywise.
Who played Pennywise.
Yeah.
Is the same in the vein of Monkey Man. Stuff happens to his family when he's a young child, and then he grows up to become to seek revenge. In the trailer, they talk about how he's a deaf mute. They do some stuff. This family, I think, is probably supposed to be based on like the Murdochs or something, where they kind of run media. And so they have these murder, these Running Man type shows that involve cereal mascots, which is, it all seems very like you should be high as fuck when you watch this, because so the boy loses his hearing and taste, or his ability to talk, and probably his taste, I don't know, but he decides to start having it, where the movie kind of diverges from your traditional revenge flick, is that he decides to create an inner monologue of the last thing that he heard, which was a fighting game that happened to be voiced by Archer H. John Benjamin. And so through the movie, you're seeing things through his eyes, with Archer voicing, narrating what's going on. It looks way too much fun. It looks like there's going to be buckets of blood, and Famke Janssen's in it, and I will see her in any movie till
Onatopp.
Yeah, Jean Grey, Xena Onatopp.
You can read the phone book for 2 hours. I go watch that movie.
No shit. Thoughts, gentlemen?
I am not on board. This movie did not look good to me. I had zero interest in it, and I was just like, "You got to be kidding me!" I was like, "Somebody greenlit this movie."
See, we finally get an original movie and lose mad about it.
Yep.
It just didn't look good, is all. And I think part of the problem is what you said. It's Archer's monologue, so I'm seeing freaking Archer, and it's like, I will not pay for this once it comes. Well, not directly. Once it's on streaming, I have no problem watching it there. But I saw the trailer and was like, okay, when is this thing over? When's the next? Show me the next trailer. I'm done with this.
Dang. No, I liked it. It's like Hunger Games, and Archer just narrating the whole thing. Looks hilarious.
I think the other part of the problem is no star recognition in the sense of the star. That guy, that kid, the Bill guy, without his makeup, I was like, all right. It's kind of like, it's not on our list. The same thing with The Crow. It was like, I don't care who this kid is as a person, so I could not jump in and follow him.
Isn't that another Skarsgård brother?
Crow.
Yeah, no, it's the same one.
Is it really?
Same kid.
Bill's doing both of those?
Bill's doing both. They're pushing the shit out of Bill.
Oh, there's the problem then. I'm just not a Bill fan. I'll just I just own it.
If Bill doesn't have clown makeup, well, I guess technically in The Crow, Bill will have clown makeup.
He will have clown makeup in The Crow, but I didn't like the look of that Crow versus. I'm used to the original dude. I wanted to look like that, but.
When I watched the Crow trailer and he first had his makeup on, all I heard was Tony Schiavone going, "It's Sting!"
Yeah, no, it's closer to that, but yeah. Anyway, so I think part of the issue was I didn't care for the lead. So
fair enough.
Okay.
Next, another original movie, kind of, I think, based on Kingdom of the Spiders from the old Bill Shatner movie from the mid-70s. I'm going to say mid-70s.
I was surprised you
TJ
were even
Hooker
into
times.
this.
I think it just kind of looks like interesting
You and me
because
both.
it's kind of a quarantine / Kingdom of the Spiders.
I saw arachnophobia with that movie. I was
right,
like,
I was getting there. I was just saying quarantine because it's going to be a bunch of people trapped in a. My point was it's going to be a bunch of people trapped in a
project or something, right?
Yeah. So the next movie is Infested, and this is a guy brings home a poisonous spider who I'm guessing probably has some sort of weird genetic thing that they can mass produce themselves. And basically, they take over an apartment building. And to me, it seemed like there was some humor, too, because when they were dragging the one guy out who was dead, and they're like, look at the needle marks in his arm. And there's one person that's like, those aren't needle marks. Like, so I think there's going to be that too, where it's going to be like a lot of like the people are going to be super confused about what there is until they walk into a spider web and they're like, oh, like, but it could also go off on the it looks like it also could be like 8, what is it? 8, what was the one with
Eight-Legged Freaks?
Yeah. With David Arquette.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the spiders get larger as the movie goes on. So I'm not sure if that's from eating people or whatever, but
it should go without saying for those of you who are afraid of spiders, do not watch this trailer. It's not for you.
Yeah. Nope. At all. Nope. I was just trying to put a little variety in there. So,
I liked it. I mean, I was like, I did not see this coming. I did not I pulled it up. I clicked it and I'm like, what the hell is this movie about? And then it was like, whoa, Duke picked this? Like, okay, I'd never heard of this movie. And this is the one that's in French, right? With subtitles. That's the only downside.
I think
so you have to surrender yourself to watch this movie, but that's fine.
I have my brain. It'll be all right. Get some baguettes.
Parlez-vous Spartaire.
Exactly. But I even if I have to read the movie, it seemed good. At least entertaining.
Shudder, so you don't have to go to the theater for it.
Yeah,
there you go.
It'll be on
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It's a Shudder. You're right.
Yeah, okay. Shudder's actually really pushed them the last couple of years. They've really been pushing themselves for the original content. I mean, Shudder for a long time was just rehashing whatever horror stuff
it was
that
like D-list horror movies on that show.
Not even
for the longest time. Like Sci-Fi Channel grade horror movies.
It's good to me that they're trying to be more, for that genre, right? Because that genre doesn't get enough representation in our general media. So it's good that there's something like Shudder out there that wants to do the original stuff and will finance it,
Yeah, they're the DEI of streaming. Great.
Next is Fall Guy. So Fall Guy based on the TV show starring Lee Majors, but instead we have Baby Goose.
Show when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
That show was great. Was great.
And instead of Lee Majors, who I'm sure will have a cameo,
has to.
Yeah, we get Baby Goose taking on his role, and his co-star is Emily Blunt, who is a director.
Sold.
Yeah. So and then stuff happens, and Baby Goose is still Baby Goosing it up. He's definitely riding those Ken coattails. Definitely looks like he's a stunt performer, and some stuff happens. Looks like
the lead star, the guy that he stunts for, gets killed or something. Like you have to go figure out who did it.
Craven the Hunter gets killed, and so they have to try to figure out what happened. So
was in a shitty movie, a shitty Spider-Man movie without Spider-Man. That's what happened.
That's Sony for you.
Yeah. So thoughts?
My first thought was, wouldn't Lee Majors be Ryan Gosling's dad in that movie? I would think.
I bet that's what's.
Dude's got to be like 85 years old, but it still would fit. He could be older to have the kid, especially with
Al
Bionic
Pacino's
Woman.
Still having? Is it no? Robert De Niro just had a kid. Like,
get out of here!
Ugh. Yeah, dude. He's still knocking them boots.
Yeah,
good
and
Lord.
he's dating somebody who's like 50 years younger than him.
So
there's still hope for me.
If there was an 80-year-old woman having a baby, I'd be questioning. But yeah, hell yeah, it's a paycheck. But yeah, that movie, I again saw that trailer last year. And when I first saw it, I was like, holy shit, they made a movie of the TV show. And I was like, I'm in, because I used to love that TV show. So just from that,
and
I
I
was
think,
in.
and I think
And then
the guy
Emily Blunt, are you kidding me? Hello.
Right.
I think the guy who directed it is the same guy who directed John Wick. So the action.
Oh, that's cool.
Or he wrote it, one or the other. I don't remember which, but
yeah, either way, I'm on board.
The action's going to be solid.
Yeah.
All right.
Totally.
Next, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which I think is the fourth one.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So we had Planet of the Apes. Right? We had Rise,
War,
and then War. Yeah.
I'm definitely in. Again, another trailer I saw a while back. There was like a teaser trailer that came out like I don't know, Thanksgiving or something like that. So
yeah,
and then the full one came out, and it was like hell yeah. I want to know. We were supposed to jump ahead several decades, I think, if not a century or so. We're supposed to be way ahead. So from when the last one ended. So I'm curious, how it's going to play out, how it's going to compare to the originals, with the humans being more of that slave style. So I want to know what happened. So I'm in.
I found it interesting, much like the original movies, how all the ugly people have died because all the slaves just looked hot as fuck throughout the entire thing. They're like, working. Oh, we found the hottest female slave, and we're going to befriend her.
I mean, the whole Darwinism for beauty, I guess.
There you go. Right? I guess as you get dumber, that becomes more important. Or I mean, I guess we're already there, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Idiocracy.
Jack,
I have not watched any of those new Planet of the Apes movies.
Oh, damn, you're missing out, dude. Those are good.
Not even the first one with Franco?
Nope.
Wow. All right, there's no interest.
Yeah,
your dad never hasn't. You never watched the originals with your dad?
I've seen most of the originals, and I saw the remake with
Marky Mark.
Yeah, but after that, I haven't watched any of them now.
Yeah, I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. Those are well done. Yeah. And you've got Gollum doing the the motion cap
Caesar
for Caesar. So.
All right. Okay. Next we have Furiosa, a Mad Max story, which I think is something that's been percolating for a long time since the original Mad Max Fury Road movie came out. Because I think originally it was going to be Charlize Theron, and it's been long enough that I'm guessing they decided to go skew a little younger. So they have Anya Taylor-Joy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anya Taylor-Joy, starring as Furiosa, as a young Furiosa, and it's her backstory, her full character arc, it looks like, from being a young child to where she became the person that we saw at the beginning of Fury Road. And then the antagonist looks to be Thor, so Chris Hemsworth will be somebody who we didn't see in Fury Road, so because it looks like we're getting all the other gang back together. We're going to have some more boys. We're going to have why can't I never remember the main bad guy's name?
That's right.
So thoughts on these? Thoughts on this one, guys?
Jack, you go first.
It looks entertaining enough. I detract from everybody else. I did not think Fury Road was that great. Everybody like, it's a great movie. I'm like, they kind of just drove through the desert for an hour. Frickin' Bane had a mask on the whole movie. He barely even talked.
True.
Going to Valhalla, shiny and chrome, that was kind of cool. And they spray painted their face and got high before they killed themselves. And Charlize Theron. I will always watch her, so that was fine. This one looks good enough. I like Anya. The hell is she on the Queen's Gambit, the chess movie?
She was also in The Menu.
Good. Yeah,
The Menu,
Princess Peach
movie.
Yeah.
It looks fine, but I'll probably wait till streaming on that one though.
Yeah, I thought again, another trailer I saw a while back. When I saw it, my first thought was, who asked for this movie?
Right.
I didn't see a point. It was like, okay, we're going to do this backstory on this person that we don't need backstory on. So I was like, all right, that's fine. That aside, take the movie for what it is. Was like, all right, it seems okay. And I had no problem watching it. I might be with Jack on the streaming side of things, or Tightwad Tuesday. There's no way I could see myself doing full price for this movie. Yeah. It doesn't look bad at all. I mean, just on its own, it just doesn't appeal to me all that much.
And Thor as a bad guy is very interesting to me. So, I mean, I'll watch for that. And was Charlize narrating the trailer? Because it sounded like she was narrating the trailer.
I thought so, yes.
There was some parts of the trailer where I swore the first time I saw the trailer, I swore it was her. I was
right.
Like they did a really, really good job of making Anya Taylor-Joy look like her. Like but I think facially and stuff like that, she does really line up with Charlize Theron in that regard.
It's the hottest African American in the world.
I mean, minus some eyes. I know Anya's eyes are a little.
Yeah, they're a little spaced out.
A little spaced out. She can match up more with the Little Mermaid, the Black Mermaid.
And taking us home for this big batch of trailers. You know, and if people seem to like it, we can revisit this in a couple months when a bunch of new trailers is out, and we can give our thoughts. The last one I decided to pick was Twisters, which is a sequel to the Helen Hunt, Bill Paxton movie Twister, and was also, I think, one of the movies that got us talking about doing this.
Yeah.
So this is just a sequel to the movie. None of the original cast are in this movie. This is a whole new cast, but Dorothy makes another appearance from the original, if you've seen that. Looks like it's going to be Twister, but with way more CGI. So, thoughts, guys?
As long as there's no flying cows, Lou will watch it.
Yeah, we're good. Dude, if there's a 3D version, I am not watching it. If there's flying cows, Twister 3D, no.
So we'll have to see it before and let him know.
I'll need the heads up on that one. I talked about it a little bit before, and I like the cameos, and there's not going to be any. So for me, and it's not supposed to be a redo. It's an actual sequel. So for me, it's what's the point? We've already seen this movie.
So they can put the Twister back in Universal Studios, which is where it was after the first movie came out. Like you went in and they had the fans and the whole. It used to be part of
it's marketing for their amusement.
Well,
park.
it used to be part of the tour. It used to be part of the studio.
I did not know that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But overall, but again, I don't see it's like Furiosa. I don't see the point of this movie, especially when there's no real connection. There's the loose connection, like Dorothy and Matt. Okay, we're gonna do this, and we're gonna learn more about tornadoes. Yay! Like we did 20 years ago, or however long that movie was. Probably 30 at this point. But I just don't see where we're going with this. It's like, okay, if they were redoing the movie, I'd feel better than them calling this a sequel. Because what's the point? That's my only. I mean, again, I will watch it. It's a popcorn movie. And I have no problem with that. I don't need every movie to, like Jack would say, I don't need every movie to win an Academy Award. I just need to be entertained, and it looks like it will entertain me. So it's going to do its job, and I'm fine with that. But fan hat, I'm all on it. Critical hat, what's the point?
Jack?
I was actually watching the original at work today.
Oh, that's a crazy coincidence.
Right? I haven't seen that movie in forever. I don't know. I'll watch it. I'll catch it on streaming, but I'm kind of with Lou. Why? Like, I see from their perspective, hey, let's remake this movie. It's a new generation out there. They probably haven't seen it. I know my kids haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So it's new to them. They don't make movies for old guys like us anymore. So that's why we keep getting all these remakes. That's why The Crow's coming out. Because our kids haven't seen it. Because we're horrible parents and don't show them the classics. But
that sounds like
show them the movie with the best soundtrack ever. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess final to wrap this up.
Wait. What about your opinion?
I mean, I think it'll be fine. Like, I'm not excited about it. I think that type of stuff. I'm always interested in how the VFX is done, right? And how effective it is, right? Because I always go in expecting there to be a shit ton of VFX, and so what ends up in my head is I end up watching it and trying to figure out what's real and what isn't. But with the way the VFX has muddied the waters so much with even the body doubles and stuff like that, it's become so much harder to tell. It used to be like you could tell, okay, that's actors. After it gets out to a certain point, you're like, okay, that's the VFX starting. But now it's like, I mean, even going back to Attack of the Clones, with Christopher Lee, like, the fact that they can just take somebody's face
mask
off,
on it.
take somebody's face off and put on another face. So that part to me is kind of like the fun is kind of taken away a little bit, but I mean, I think it'll be fine. Again, I probably won't go see it. opening weekend, it'll be a tightwad Tuesday movie for me, probably. So
okay.
Then to wrap it up, out of all the movies that you guys saw the trailers for today that I sent you, which one are you most excited about?
Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah.
So I think that because I'm basing it off of how fast when it comes out, I want to see it, and that one I want to see either Thursday or Friday night. That just looks so fun.
Cool.
Boy Kills World. I just want, I just like fun popcorn movies, just straight up entertainment.
Yeah.
And that one looks like it'll do that.
I mean, so I base a lot of my stuff around so for my group of friends, I generally put together the movie nights. So I'm the one that says, hey, Friday, we're going to this theater at this time. I'm sitting in this seat if you want to join me. And then people will buy tickets. We'll go out to dinner before, turn it into a social thing. The 3 movies that I definitely am going to do that for is going to be Civil War, Abigail, and Fall Guy. As far as my knowing the group of people and which one would get the most buy-in, right? As far as personally, I'm excited the most about the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare just because I don't know anything about it, right? I've seen the one trailer and that's kind of it.
I don't know the history.
Yeah, the trailer has got me excited enough that I think it'll be it. Even if it's not good, it'll still be good. I mean, it's a Guy Ritchie movie, so it's going to be very stylized and very.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I'm down. And I get honorable mention because I was killing time watching some other trailers, just stuff that I hadn't seen. I think you guys had seen. I'm now that I've seen the trailer, I'm actually looking forward to Fallout.
Yeah,
that actually, I was like, oh, this seems interesting. Because again, I didn't play the video game, so I don't know a lot of that story. So based on that trailer and Borderlands, I played Borderlands, and I thought that looked entertaining as well. So some honorable mentions for me.
Yeah, I watched Borderlands 2 for the first time tonight after I watched all these other trailers. I'm like, okay, I'm in.
Oh, for sure.
So probably in a couple months when a lot of these movies have come out, we can revisit them and be like, okay, well, which ones we can have Jack play it back and be like, okay, this is what we said. These were the movies that we were most excited about. We can give our disappointments, and then I'll throw out another batch of trailers if people are interested.
Like what really happened? Let us tell you what really happened.
Yeah. Did Lou waste $14?
How was Lou's $14 to go see Henry Cavill? So.
Well spent, is what
well spent. Yeah. Either way, if the movie sucks, I get some arm work, so I get some exercise in the movie theater. I'm good.
Just bring my my sandworm dune bucket.
Yep. I'm not borrowing Duke's. I'll get my own. We're good.
I got some gloves. It's all right. It'll work.
I'll have gloves on anyway. It's fine.
Lou, do you get extra butter on your popcorn? How do you get your popcorn? Okay.
Oh yeah.
You know how many pairs of pants I've ruined because I'll get extra butter and then not think about when I'm having back when the bucket was paper, you had it sitting on your lap and you'd get up at the end of the movie and there'd be a ring and you're not getting that shit out of jeans or slacks or anything else. You just got to throw them away. They're done.
A ring? You got the large pop, man.
Yeah.
See, I like butter popcorn. I go to the movie theater, but I can't do a lot of it. If I'm going with somebody, we'll get a medium or even a small. Yeah. I'll eat an inch off the top later, and then I'm like, okay, I'm over it.
And then you shove your dick in the bottom to fill in that inch that you ate off the. And then when she gets down far enough, then all of a sudden she finds the Jack in the Box prize, or I guess it's Lou, so it'd be Lou in the Box prize.
It's gotta be a good night because I can't always fill an inch. That's a lot, and that's a oh man.
You need to go to hims.com. They have pills for that.
Okay, that's good. I grew up reading, the Mouse and the Motorcycle. So if you got a popcorn bucket for that for Ralph, then we can do this. Because the field mouse ain't got shit on me. But yeah, I can't do like going like a ring. Oh, like, oh yeah, the large popcorn has the round bucket. I was like, what? That's still a thing? I'm like, yes, it is.
Not anymore. And now it's all plastic and wasteful.
Well,
so.
and it's all specialty. It's a Ghost Trap, or it's Dune, or it's something.
Yeah.
So
I was actually just looking at my Harley Quinn mallet from the first Suicide Squad movie.
That was a popcorn bucket? The mallet?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
No, it's from Birds of Prey, I think. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that makes more sense.
That long ass title.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why that got. I don't know what. I like that movie. And people hated on it. Whatever. I was entertained. I enjoyed that movie. Whatever.
Right. Hating.
Just because they can.
All right.
Go.
This has gone long. Lou said he doesn't do any white people shit, so I think we'll call it quits here.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
That works.
Well, you're gonna have to do some hell of an edit job on this one. Hour 15, son. Get it down.
We're going.
Let it go.
Package.
Yeah.
You can get it all.
Episode
all
7,
hour and 15 of it, bitch.
Episodes ever.
Right. Bigger, longer, uncut.
No, that's cows. Not that. I was gonna say that's not true. I definitely cut. Definitely cut.
All right, gents.
Everybody.
Again,
tell a friend. Tell a friend.
Tell lots of friends.
Tell lots of friends, please.
Yeah,
we need more hits.
International friends.
And if your friend's cute, bring a friend. That's the rule.
Send pictures.
Pics or it didn't happen. Pics or it did not happen.
This is why we put it on video. All right, gents. We'll see you next week,
guys.
See you next week.
Later.